Hello and welcome to DFS Coach Talk. I am Joe Sarvati, affectionately known as Coach, and I am here to discuss this week's stop on the PGA Tour. It's the ZURICH Classic, and it is the only PGA event on tour that is a team competition. So we have a very interesting one. We're going to go over a couple of key plays, a few facts on this event, and also go over our prize picks plays. So I would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Prize Picks. If you'd like to get involved with Prize Picks, just go to prizepicks.com, use that promo code Coach Talk, and you get all the way up to $100 dollar for dollar match on your first deposit. So we really would think that it's a great thing for you to do if you enjoy betting sports, baseball, basketball, golf. They've got it all. And they've got some great prize picks options for this week's team event. All right, let's get into this. This event is played at the TPC Louisiana. It's a Pete Dye design course, similar to last week's course that they played at Hilton Head. It's a par 72, 7,425 yards. So very fair, much bigger greens than last week. And then this tournament being a team competition, you're going to have a combination of 4-ball and then alternate shot as well. There are 80 teams in this. The defending champs are Smith and Leishman. They got a total of 141 points, which is a big number, certainly a target to shoot at for this year as well. It should be a very interesting event. It's different. It's hard to examine from a statistical standpoint because you've got so many different variables here as far as what are the statistics to look at. I will say there are some very scoreable par fives, some eagle holes that you can certainly take advantage of. The par threes are a little bit more accepting of shots just because of the bigger sized greens. So I think that's going to help. But the bottom line is which teams can ham and egg it. Who's going to have the best shots and alternate shot to keep their partner in position to score. And there are some very strong groups. We've got two in particular that have some top 20 players, top 10 players even, that are definitely very, very going to be very tough to beat. I'll go over that with my picks here, but what I want to do is pull up our partners at betus.com.pa. Again, you can sign up there. If you sign up at betus.com.pa with a $149 deposit or more, you get 2 free months of Coach Talk if you use that promo code Coach Talk. All one word, no space. Cannot beat that. That's a $150 value just for that. And then you get to play all of your BetUS plays. So we're going to look up right now the golf futures for what does Vegas think about this competition, and what are the lines looking like, because that really gives us a good feel for where we want to position some of our plays on DFS. First of all, the favorites to win it are Hovland and Morikawa. They're 8-1. Second choice is Cantley and Schauffele at 9-1. Third are the defending champs, Leishman and Smith at 11. Palmer and Scheffler at 12. 2 Dallas boys. Burns and Horschel at 12. Fleetwood and Garcia are 20. And so that's the first handful of guys in teams here. There'll be lots of possible value plays. A lot of it's hard to detect, who's playing good golf, and again, who is going to be able to bounce the ball the right way for their partner in those alternate shots. Those can really swing an event if somebody's struggling. Couple of things here. First of all, from the DraftKings side of things, I'm just going to put this out there right now. My strategy on DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo in building lineups this week, I'm going with these two top teams, and I'm going to find value everywhere else. For me, they're just such a strong 1-2. They are favored in the Vegas odds, not super chalky, but 8 and 9 to 1. But the Hovland Morikawa and then Cantley Schauffele teams, I mean, good night. Those two teams just look absolutely fantastic to me. So, yes, they're expensive. They're 10-7 and 10-4 on DraftKings. They're going to cost you all over the place, but I just don't see a winning lineup without these two teams in it. I think it's these two teams and whoever can find the value the rest of the way with some of these matchups. And that's the direction I'm going to go. I'm just going all in on these top two, the two most expensive squads. I just think they got to get it done. I've got them both top 5 for sure in my book. And now it's, the work has to be done to find the next best guys. Let's look at a few picks from Prize Picks. In that same mode, I'm going to go with Patrick Cantley. This is round 1 only. So Prize Picks does it round by round. So I'm doing round 1, projected stroke 64.5 under for Cantley and Schauffele. So again, they're playing 4 ball. So it's, they're going to get to take the best score of the two. So 64.5 under Cantley and Schauffele, round 1. Also under 64.5, Morikawa and Hovland. So I'm going with the two that I feel like are the chalk plays here, and I'm going to go after those two getting off to a great start. Other than that, I'm going to go the opposite direction with the lowest score that's projected here, and it's for the champs, Cameron Smith and Mark Leishman. I'm playing over 64. So, again, I respect those two players. They won it with a phenomenal score last year. I just think that, it's been a very up and down year for Cameron Smith. I'm not sure he's still recovered from the Masters meltdown or completely back in focus. Leishman's had some good rounds and some bad ones. So I'm going to go under Cam Smith and Leishman 64 round 1. All right, back to a couple of value plays that I want to throw into the mix here. A couple of guys I like. I like the team of Bo Hoag and Adam Long. They're only 6,800 on FanDuel. They've made a decent amount of cuts. I think they have the style games, even for alternate shot, that will really play well off of each other. And then I'm going to go with this. This is the team I really like, and I'm going to try to force them in. They're not super value, but they're still good price. It's the two Adam Svensson, who I've been on this year a lot. He's had some very good tournaments. And then Adam Hadwin, who had 3 top 5s in a row. He was absolutely unconscious here for a while, of real high finishes. They're only 8,000, and I thought that was a very fair price for two guys that have really run hot this year. So Hoag, Long, and Svensson and Hadwin, 2 of my plays that I think are going to be good value for our listeners. So that is it. I want to give a quick look at this. It's a hard one because it's not like where we can just break down a bunch of statistics, see how they've done there. The team aspect of it does change it up a lot. So a little riskier, play a little more GPP, maybe play a little bit lighter on the cash side this week. But I do think the Hovland, Morikawa, Cantley, Schauffele are just 2 stellar squads. I'm looking forward to, really ratcheting those 2 up and then trying to make sure I can fill in with some good value. So that is what I've got for you this week on the PGA Tour. I think it's going to be a fun event. Watching teams is always fun. It gives you that whole President's Cup, Riders Cup feel to it. So we'll have some fun watching this and hopefully be able to cash in. It's an awesome time to join. Come join us at DFS Coach Talk. I mean, we've got all kinds of baseball games this afternoon, tonight. Every day we're covering MLB and NBA playoffs are now with multiple games in these first round matchups, and then the golf as well. So perfect time. 3-day pass is only $10. Go to dfscoachtalk.com. You can sign up. You'll be in Discord within a minute. Follow all of our news and lineups and core plays and everything that we give out there. And just love to have you join us and give it a try. So check us out on Twitter at DFS Coach Talk. I'm at Joe Sarvadi, JoeSarvadi. If you are heading out the door here, please hit that thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and hit the little alert in the corner so you know when any of our podcasts post. Thank you so much for joining me today. Catch all of our podcasts today, NBA for both DFS and Prize Picks. Same thing for MLB. And now our PGA is up as well. Thanks again for listening. Comments. Let us know what you think. Any other ideas or questions, we'll certainly be checking those throughout the day. Thanks. Have a great Wednesday. Enjoy this tournament Thursday through Sunday. It's a fun team event, and hopefully we're going to take some stuff down. Thanks again. Have a great one. And we'll catch you again next week when we look to crush it in PGA, DFS, and Prize Picks.